All right. This is the words from the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe gathered up and put into a pamphlet form by his son-in-law, our Rebbe, the seventh Rebbe. The process of koshering meat for eating. One of the things you have to learn if you want to be a rabbi is you have to learn the laws of salting meat. Why you have to do it anyway? That you have to learn. That's one of the things. So if you slaughter an animal, a bird, an animal, and if you want to eat the meat. So if you want to eat the meat raw, you can do it. You don't have to salt it. If you want to roast the meat, you also don't have to salt it. Because you can eat it raw because the only blood that's forbidden is blood that comes on the surface. And roasting, that does the same thing as salting does. It takes out the blood. The blood is forbidden, but only blood that comes out. But if you want to boil the meat, you have to kosher it. How do you kosher it? You put salt on it. You put salt on the meat. You leave the salt on the meat. First of all, you have to rinse the meat out. You have to soak the meat, rinse it, and then you put salt on the meat, and that makes the meat kosher. Put salt on the meat for an hour, it koshers it. You can do a little bit less, but that ideally is supposed to be an hour. Put it in the salt for an hour, and that draws out all the blood from the meat. And then after that, you have to wash off the salt because it's full of blood, right? So the process of koshering meat to get rid of the blood is three things. First of all, you have to soak the meat. Soaking the meat, there's all these different opinions what it does, but it softens the meat up. Then afterwards, you put salt on it. And then after salt draws out the blood, and then afterwards you rinse off the blood. Okay, what does this have to do with me and you? These also are three stages in serving God. Soaking means you have to immerse yourself in the words of the Rebbe. In the Maimonim of Chassidut, that's what we do in the morning. That's what we're learning. Salting, that means going individually with the Rebbe, face to face with the Rebbe. That I advise you to write a letter to the Rebbe. You can write a letter to the Rebbe. You can put and then in the fax, you can fax it to the OL, you can put it in the Igros Kodesh, you can just write a letter to the Rebbe and see what happens. You'll see amazing results. And the third thing is rinsing, that's Hasidic song. Huh? Hasidic song. So I have to sing you a song after this class. Now let's do, that was today. Let's do Shabbat. Shabbat. From the holy teachings of the Alter Rebbe. Israel, it says, Yisrael, goy echad ba'oretz. Israel is one nation in the world. Where is it? It's a sentence in Chronicles. Chronicles. It says, the Jewish people, they are one nation in the world. Simple meaning is the Jewish people, they are a unique nation. Nothing like them. Only Jews are Jews. They're not like anybody else. One nation in the world. But there's another meaning. The Alter Rebbe said that the Jewish people are one nation in the world. The nation of Israel, even in this physical world, is bound up with the oneness of God. God transforms the spiritual into something material. That's what God does. He takes the spiritual and he made a world, creates a world. But the Jewish people, we take the world and we make it spiritual. We put meaning into the world. That's why we are one nation in the earth. We bring the oneness of God into the earth, into the physical world. That's the purpose of the Jewish people, the uniqueness of the Jewish people. Okay. Stop the share. No, doesn't work.